Hello, so I am here to review this bread maker right here. I've always wanted to make bread, but I haven't because just of the process of it. So I'm really excited to review this with you guys because it makes making bread so easy. So there's 17 actual different categories that you can use to make bread. So what I like about it is it depends on whatever you want to make. There's even a gluten-free one. So there's soft bread, sweet bread, sourdough, French, whole wheat, quick, sugar-free, multigrain, a milky loaf, cake, raw dough, a leavened dough, jam, bake, yogurt, gluten-free, and ferment. So there's multiple different ones. You can also change it for the color and also the size of the loaf. So depending on how you want it to look. So I'm excited to kind of get this rolling with you guys. So first things first is you just open it up. The other nice thing that it has is a way that you guys can add like nuts and things. So if you want to have raisins or add any other nuts, walnuts or anything, you're going to be able to do it. And it's going to drop them in at the right time when it needs to. So there is something right here where all you're gonna do is you're gonna put the nuts and everything inside of it, and you would just attach it right back on there. There we go. And then it would be able to release it when it's ready. I'm not gonna be using that feature because I'm just going to be making a sweet bread. So inside of it, it comes the bucket, and all you do is when you lift up the hole, you turn it counterclockwise and then it pops right out for easy cleaning. It does come with the blade, and the blade you just snap on in there. So it just kind of fits in only one way. And the other piece that it comes with is going to be the little key to be able to pull this out of the loaf of bread when it is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how this goes in. All right, so it just kind of goes back in the same way you took it out, and then you just turn it a little bit. All right, so I'm excited to add all this stuff to it and show you guys. With it, it does come the instruction booklet, so it's nice because it tells you exactly what you need in the back. So it makes it really easy. It also tells you if you're making the 1 pound, 1.5, or the 2 pound loaf. It's gonna tell you exactly how much water, butter, milk powder, all that stuff that you're gonna need. So it makes it really simple that you're gonna be able to follow whichever one you're going to do. So again, I'm gonna do the sweet bread. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm making the 1.5 pounds. So it says 240 mLs of water, but let me double check here because it does show you how you're supposed to be putting it in. You don't just wanna mix everything in. So it tells you to mix any of the water, the oil, the sugar, and the salt in first. Then you're gonna add any of the dry materials, and then you add the yeast powder just directly right on top. Okay, all I'm doing here is adding the ingredients, just following down the list and making sure that I have the wet ingredients followed by the dry ingredients, and they do specify to make sure that yeast is on top, and so that is what I'm making sure I am doing. The other cool thing what it comes with is it does come with 2 measuring cups. It does come just with the regular measuring cup that goes all the way up to 300 mLs, and it also lists either the mLs on one side and it lists cups on the other side, and also ounces. So it has a lot of different features on there for the cup, and then it also has a tablespoon and a teaspoon measuring cup as well. I am doing the sweet, which is number 2, which means I'm just gonna hit the menu button. And now I can see that I'm on menu 2. And I need to make sure that I change it for the size that I have. So you can see up here that you can change it to the 1.5 and the 2. So I'm gonna go to the middle one, which is the 1.5, to make sure that I am doing the right size for it. Then the nice thing is you can change the color. So you can see down here, you can have it as the light, the medium, or the dark. So I want mine to be medium. So after I have all of that set up, all I'm going to do, so let's see, I have the right one for the 2, I have the right size. So once you make sure you have everything together, all you're gonna do is just start. And it is that simple. Like, that was the easiest thing ever to be able to start making bread. So all it's doing is just making sure that it's doing all the turns that it has to. So I'm gonna close it. But the nice thing is there's a little window here that you're gonna be able to see what's going on. And there's also a timer here, so it's gonna be letting you know what the next steps are. So stay tuned. All right, so you can see it beeping. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. But you can see over here that it's beeping, and it just went over to the warm. And so I like that if you saw it flashing, the warm, and then it'll be end. So each time when it starts a new phase, it is beeping again, but I'm gonna sneak this open so you guys can see it. And oh my gosh, my whole house smells so amazing. Right, so it beeped and it is ready to be taken out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my mitts on because it is gonna be very hot when you take it out. So all I'm doing is just grabbing that handle and you turn it counterclockwise and then it comes right out. All right, I'm really excited for this. So turn it over and oh my gosh, that came out very, very easy. And I don't even have to worry about pulling out the blade because it is right there. And so here is my gorgeous loaf. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a piece and see how I did. All right, let's get a knife here. All right, gotta love nice warm bread. And it smells so good. All right, so I'm gonna get some butter on it and try it out. All right, so I got my butter. Gonna get some on here. All right, now tasting. That is delicious. And I mean, it literally turned out just like it would be a loaf of bread if I bought it in the store. And it was so easy to make using this. I just added the ingredients and hit the start button. And so I highly recommend this bread maker. It makes delicious bread. I'm really excited to keep working with it and adding in maybe some raisins, some cinnamon, because my kids are obsessed with cinnamon raisin bagels. So I'm really excited to be able to start making this some more often. So this is the review of the bread maker.